All right, we are heading to Fresh Sips to drop off their supplements for the month. We supply them for all their acai bowls, all their smoothies, their shakes, everything they need so that they have a top quality product. Then we're stopping by the gym to drop off the crash pads for the gym because we officially have got a solution to the bitter ass cold winters in North Dakota. And then we're heading out to Menards to get flooring and get paint for the new duplex. It's gonna be a busy day. Glad you're with us. Let's go. Todd, how's it going?
That's good. How are you?
We're doing good, man. We're doing good. Things are wild around here. I'm sure same for you. I kind of mentioned it a little bit to you, but I've been involved with over my 10 years as a coach. I've been involved with five major communities, and this is it's a very, very different community of people that want to learn. There's no keeping secrets, and these guys are pushing the limit, man. It's really ruffling some feathers in a good way.
We're in a good spot financially, so we don't need any more capital. But like the more I think partners that we have that are actual speed labs, I think it's super valuable for all of us. And happy to kind of walk you through the deck. I'm happy to answer questions, whatever you want to do. I'm an open book.
Yep.
But we'd love to have you at least consider potentially investing in the Universal Speed Rating.
Yep. Really, whatever other options there are. My first thing I was wanting to and willing. Darren mentioned it to me, and I, because I'm not a region manager with it, everything, I didn't realize that it was open to investing in the first round that you guys did. But if the possibility was there, I was willing to invest capital into the company. Let's go get some flooring. All right, so we got a little bit of a funny story. I ordered some flooring from Wayfair for this duplex to get it in as of the end of this month, and they updated the shipping for a month out. Just like Wayfair has timelines, we have timelines. So now we're going to the greatest store in the Midwest, Menards, get our shit done and get after it. That was an ordeal that took 10x the time that I figured it would. We went, dropped off our supplements at Fresh Sips, went and dropped off the crash pads, went out to Menards. Took about 30 minutes to find the flooring that we needed, and then 25 minutes to mix the paint. Went and grabbed the flooring. They gave me not enough flooring. So we went back, grabbed the new flooring, went up to the paint counter, got our paint. They forgot 2 buckets of our paint, so we had to wait for that. But now we're back home. There's a reason why 30-plus-year-olds just don't go out of the house, and that's the reason right there. Right now we have to upload actually our latest YouTube video, which is probably a week before this one comes out. We're gonna upload that, get that all done. We dropped our camera on the way to Dallas. It's hard to see here, but there's a chip right in the E-mount. Luckily we have a warranty on that, so we're sending that back, getting a new one there. Post the YouTube, and then we are going to get little Ridgeman before mom gets off work. It is my wife and I's 5-year wedding anniversary today, and she works all today, tomorrow, the next day, and the next day. So welcome to being married to a nurse. But we have a shitload of work ahead of us. Tonight's gonna be a late night, and sometimes you just gotta put your nose to the fucking grindstone and get after it. So that's what we're gonna do. And then I'm gonna tell you the announcement that you've probably been waiting for. you say good morning to Dad?
Dad.
Good morning, Dad. Can you say good morning, YouTube? YouTube? Can you say YouTube?
No. Me too.
YouTube? YouTube? I just want a kiss.
No.
What? I just want a kiss. I just want a kiss.
No.
Give me a kiss. Peeps, here is the plan for this busy ass Saturday morning. I got up at 5 this morning to get some work done before the family woke up. We got all of our writing blocks done and our structured content for the week. I have to do this during the weekend because it gets too busy, and it's a habit that I just started doing about 3 months ago so that we can continue providing the best value possible for athletes and clients. And then Ridgeman, myself, and Sage are going to be doing an easy Saturday morning workout. These are super simple. They're all accessories. So we're doing upper body and trunk work, and that's it. Get it in, get it done, and be done with it. And then I'm going to be giving you guys the big announcement that we have to roll with the punches just to be the best version of ourselves, but we're doing the best that we can. You're not going to want to miss that. And then Coach Brady's coming over in about 20-30 minutes, and we're going to have some breakfast, and then we are doing all of our sprint programming for our athletes at the gym. After the Dallas trip to the Speed Lab Summit, it completely opened our eyes. We can be doing so much more for these athletes and really be putting Dickinson and the surrounding area on the map. So we got a busy Saturday morning before we head to the Blue Hawk game. These are my favorite days. I've already drank 300 milligrams of caffeine. We're getting some good breakfast, and we're getting the fudge after it. So let's get a little pumping. So after about 2.5 hours with breakfast and programming, Coach Brady and I have completed our programming for about 3 months for our athletes, and we're completely done. And it's now time for the big announcement or the big news that I've been drip feeding you guys here. But for anybody that wants to get into the strength and conditioning world, you can now see the behind the scenes of what goes into all the practices of gaining max potential and max output out of our athletes. Early in my career, I only worried about strength training. That was the number one thing, and strength training is important. But in the last 2 to 3 years, I've been able to gain knowledge from and learn from the best coaches in the world, full stop. If you look at the last 6 years, out of the top 10 picks in the last 6 years, 60% of them are Les Spellman's guys, and he is my direct mentor. He is training the best of the best, the cream of the crop, and doing it at a very high level. And having him in our back pocket showing us how to implement this and how to gain potential and build maximum performance athletes, this is what we've come up with. The 3 most important things that you can do for athletes to get better athletes on the field. I could give a shit less about better athletes in the gym. Sprint fast, lift heavy, jump high. That's what it all boils down to. And so we've been able to build a system that allows that, because early in my career it was just strength training. Now it's sprint training is the most important thing. So let's get into the big news. So as you guys know, I ran a marathon 4 months ago. And during that marathon prep on week 5, my knee started to swell up. We decided to keep pushing through the marathon, get her done. We did the rest of the prep, did our marathon, and then our knee just never really got better. So we got a stem cell injection 6 weeks ago to the day. And I was hoping that that would help with the swelling, heal up whatever's inside, and it hasn't. So this Monday I got an MRI, and we found out that week 5 of my marathon prep, so I had 11 more weeks plus the marathon itself, I ran on and currently have a completely torn meniscus, a partially torn ACL, and some fraying and partially torn patellar tendon. We are going to have surgery. And as you guys know, we've been gearing up for Hyrox in November and our 24-hour bike race that's in October, and that is no longer. We are going to have to get surgery and put our health on the forefront. And again, all you can do is roll with the fudge and punches. That's all you can do. You have to roll with the punches and do what's best for you long term and do what's best for you short term for you and your family. And so we're meeting with a surgeon that's out of Minnesota that does a lot of the Minnesota athletes, NDSU, and a lot of high-level athletes, and we're going to end up getting surgery before the end of the year. So that means our bike race is out. That means Hyrox is out, and we're going to really prioritize our health. As you can see in these pictures / videos right here, you can see the swelling, how big that knee is. It's outrageous. We need to get it fixed so that we can be at our best. And this is a minimal surgery, right? It's not going to be a massively bad surgery like my left knee. But now this completes the quadruplet. I have 2 surgeries on this shoulder, 1 surgery on this shoulder, 1 surgery on my left knee, and now 1 surgery on my right knee. So I'm going to be the bionic man before all said is done. But the big key takeaway from this, guys, is I'm 30 years old now. And you get to the point where you have to weigh the pros and the cons, the risk and the reward of everything, especially when you have kids and a family. It's now to the point where distance running may not be in the cards for me at all. And it's hard to swallow, but it's also a very logical step to take, right? As we always have, our training philosophy is not going to change, but our training modalities are going to change. I still think zone 2 and distance running is super important for people, but it's not the end all be all. And so once we recover from the surgery, you guys are going to see the entire process from the surgery day to when I get cleared to when I'm running my first 40-yard dash, right? We are going to be strictly focusing on athletic performance, right? Lifting heavy, sprinting fast, jumping high, right? So we're not going to have any more distance running just because it takes a lot of toll on the body. And if you're not 100% aligned and healthy, it can be very detrimental for you. I don't care what anybody says. Repetitive running can be very detrimental for the joints. That doesn't mean I don't like it, and that doesn't mean I don't recommend it for people, okay? So having said that, that is the big news. You can see how swollen this son of a bitch is, but we are doing what's best for us, and we are still going to be the best version of ourselves. I burn the bridges no matter if I can do lower body or not. We do what we can to be the best version of ourselves every day, and I know you guys can learn from that. Take the lows and turn them into highs, and take the highs and maintain. Do the best you can. We're going to have surgery, and you guys will be there with us, just like you guys are with everything else. So while Reggie's taking a nap, we have a low-carb tortilla with egg whites and eggs and deer sausage for lunch. We're going to hammer this. We are getting ready to build our 5-day clinic for athletes and ex-athletes to get very clear on the 4 dials of their health. So we're going to do that, and then we are going to the Blue Hawk game if Reggie wakes up in time. So easy peasy, eggs, deer sausage, low-fat cheese, low-carb tortilla, easy lunch. Can you say basketball game? Ooh. You ready to go to the football game?
Okay.
Let's go to the football game, because basketball is for wimps. Ridgy, can you say, let's go?
Let's go.
Can you say, let's go?
Let's go.
Ridgy, we're going to the football game.
Summer game.
Can you say football game?
Summer game.
Yeah. Can you say go Hawks? Can you say go Hawks? Say Hawks.
No.
Happy late anniversary. Can you say sausage?
Sausage.
Can you say eggy?
Sausage.
Yeah.
Sausage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy.
That's Buddy? That's pancakes.
Buddy.
It's got butter on it. So we are in the lab, folks. We are getting after it on this Sunday. Currently creating our 5-day free clinic right now for current and former athletes. Honestly, Sundays are a lot like a mini Monday for me. Getting and doing all the things that we need to do to be successful on the back end throughout the week. This weekend and middle of the last week had an amazing, amazing time with my little Ridgeman. And if parenting has taught me anything or is currently teaching me anything, it's I need to be more efficient with my time. And I can talk about it and say that I'm doing it, but like right now is that time. Like I need to be more efficient with that time. He's sleeping. I need to go, right? And that's something that I've struggled with because parents are tired. Parents have a lot going on. Parents are X, Y, and Z, right? We need to go and we need to be more efficient with our time. So right now we are working on the first couple days of our 5-day clinic, and then we need to get our programming done for the week. We need to get our scheduling done. We need to get our billing because it's end of month. Just all the things. So we're going to get after it and we're going to be more efficient with our time.